Good afternoon, I'm Lisa.
Hello, and I'm Missy, and we're shooting from my river house on Lake Wylie in South Carolina.
And we are Lake Wylie Yoga Social. And we just wanted to shoot a nice Vinyasa flow, giving you a little bit more of a hip opening series, but a full-length Vinyasa video, different than something we've been doing for a while. But we're just gonna do it because we are not perfect yogis at all. So if we mess up, we're not gonna hit pause or anything. We're gonna keep it real, just like we do every day that we've been bringing to you for a little while now.
Just like if we were in a regular yoga class in the studio,
When I say right and left,
like if I yawn,
but a lot of times I say right and left, I can't stop the class. And just like now, I'm not gonna hit pause for you. We're gonna keep this really real because that's who we are.
right?
And if, we just want you to be able to enjoy, but we're still gonna move a little slower. We're gonna try to give as much instructions so that you can move through this class because I know you're watching it on video. So you don't wanna keep stopping and starting it yourself. So we'll move through like a Sun A once slow, and then we'll flow through it a little faster once you've got that. But we're gonna start with a nice little bit of a warm up and we'll get going. I'm gonna add a little music, but we're gonna start actually standing up today on our feet. So we're gonna get going, but I hope you find us. We do have a group right now on Facebook, Lake Wylie Yoga Social. So join our group, like the page. We're also on Instagram, so find us there. Yeah.
And we're also on YouTube.
Oh yes.
So once we post videos, feel free to share them.
Yeah.
They are free, there is no charge, and so anybody that you feel might benefit from one of the videos that we've put out, please share it.
Absolutely. We have some instructional videos and things like that that can help you learn how to do the different postures. So we'll get started. Let me get a little music for us.
Awesome.
Something a little mellow though.
Right.
Nothing too crazy here. Get a little bit of that. Kind of for us as well. We're going to start right at the top of our mats. Come to a comfortable position. Your feet may be hip width distance apart, or even bring your feet together to touch. And just find a natural grounding down neutral posture position. We're going to start by taking an inhale all the way up to mountain pose. And then exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, draw your hands to your heart center. We'll do that 1 more time. Inhale, mountain pose. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. This time, let's lift up to mountain pose. And exhale, forward fold. So hinging from your hips, more weight in your toes. Let your head hang heavy. And just allow yourself to maybe take a slight bend in the knees here. Inhale, halfway lift. Palms to your shins or your thighs. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. And we're going to add on here. Exhale, squat, round, and curl. Come up high on your toes. Bring your chin to your knees. Maybe even try to get a little ball here as tight as you can. I'm just going to lower the music down, Missy. It's a little distracting to me.
It was a little loud.
I know. I didn't expect that. So here, take 1 more inhale and 1 more exhale. Breathe in. And as you exhale, plant your feet on the mat. Rise all the way back up to mountain pose. So you need a lot of core strength here. We're going to take it baby back bend. Exhale, lift your chest up. Inhale, back to mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. So hinge down again. Inhale, halfway lift, resetting your spine. And then exhale, squat, round, and curl again. Come up on your toes. Breathing here, maybe you even try to lift up 1 hand, curling into a tight little ball. It's hard to balance. Whoa. Ooh, plant your hands back on to the mat. Great job. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, plant your feet on the mat. Rise all the way back up. Inhale, and then exhale, take that back bend 1 more time. Inhale, back to mountain pose. We're going to add on now. Exhale, forward fold. We're starting our Sun A. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right leg back into a low lunge. So right here, your low lunge, your front knee is stacked over your ankle. Then inhale, lower your back leg down. For crescent moon, lift your arms up over your head. So as I'm going to come over here and demonstrate with Missy, you want to think about drawing your right hip up in line with your left. To do that, you want to squeeze through your inner thighs, dropping your tailbone down, but still lifting up through your chest. Exhale, half splits. We're gonna bump the hips back, lift the left toes up towards the face, but really try to draw that pinky toe a little bit more towards your face here, squaring those hips again. So this time, we're drawing the left hip back. If this is uncomfortable, you can always sit up a little bit right here and think more about pulling in and lifting up with your chest. Inhale, crawl your hands back forward, back to that crescent moon. Lift the hands back up. Exhale, low lunge. Plant your hands down, lift the back leg up. Exhale, step your legs together, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. This time we're gonna step the left leg back for a low lunge. We're doing the same thing on this time. So you're gonna inhale, lower the leg down, rise the arms up for your crescent moon. This time my left hip, I'm gonna pull it forward, driving the right hip back. Exhale, half splits. Plant the hands down. Here we're gonna bring the hips back, flex the toes. Now for me, maybe I might sit up just a little bit and focus more, driving that heel down, pulling the leg back. Inhale, come back to that crescent moon. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, come up to a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, mountain pose. We're gonna take a back bend one more time. Inhale, back to mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Listen for the change. Exhale, plant your hands on the mat. Step back to a high plank. Pause here for a moment. In this high plank, Missy, this beautiful job here. Really long, straight line in her high plank. Then we're just gonna lower ourselves down all the way onto the mat. Untuck your toes. Inhale, baby cobra or full cobra. Exhale, lower all the way back down. This time, we're gonna tuck the toes still, but inhale, upward facing dog. So lift your thighs off the mat. Lift your chest up, stack your shoulders right over your wrists. Exhale, tuck the toes under, downward facing dog. If that's a little hard for you to go to, you can always come to tabletop, then tuck your toes, lift up to your downward facing dog. This is our first downward facing dog though, right of today. Well, not for us actually, but maybe for you. So you might want to walk your dog a little bit, pedal out your feet here, rock your hips from side to side just a little bit. Work out your hamstrings, your calves. And we are now going to flow through that breath to movement. So inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, travel up to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right leg back for your low lunge. Inhale, crescent moon. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, back to your crescent moon. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, take a binding back bend. Inhale, back to mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your left leg back this time. Inhale, crescent moon. Exhale, your half splits. Inhale, back to your crescent moon. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, mountain pose. Exhale, take your back bend. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, this time we step back to that high plank. Lower yourself all the way down. Untuck the toes. Inhale, baby cobra or full cobra. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. This time push yourself up, thighs off the mat. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. So we're going to change it now. Start our sun B. Inhale, raise your right leg up high. Then bend your knee for scorpion dog to open up through your hip. So stacking your knee up. Lift it towards the ceiling. Flex your foot. As you inhale, extend your leg out long again. Exhale, low lunge. So step it all the way through. You've got it. So right here, again, really important. The knee is stacked right at the ankle. Push a lot through your back toe. This is kind of a big move here. We're going to inhale up to a standing L. So shifting the weight forward. The left foot is flexed. Really though, dialing this left hip down. Great job, Missy. And pressing through your back heel, using the glute to lift the leg up. Exhale, forward fold. Release it down. Inhale, chair pose. Sink the hips down. Lift the arms up or bring them to your heart center. Whichever feels all right for you here. It's a-okay. You've got this. One more breath in. Exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right leg back, low lunge. Inhale, three-legged dog. So we're going to lift the left leg up to the sky. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Inhale, lift the left leg up high. Exhale, scorpion dog. Open up through the hip, but press evenly into both your palms. Exhale, low lunge. Swing it all the way through. We're going to that standing L. Inhale, standing L. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Sink the hips down, rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the left leg back this time. We're going into three-legged dog. As you inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to flow through that one more time. Breath the movement. Inhale, raise your right leg high. Come into your scorpion dog. Exhale, low lunge. Step it all the way through. Inhale, standing L. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold, release. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the right leg back for your low lunge. Inhale, three-legged dog. Lift the left leg up high. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up high. Go into your scorpion dog. Exhale, low lunge, step it through. Inhale, standing L. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, sink down, rise up. Heels all the way back, squeeze that booty. Exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the left leg back for your low lunge. Inhale, your three-legged dog, lift the leg high. Exhale, downward facing dog. So we're going to add on to this already what you know. Inhale, raise the right leg high, go into your scorpion dog. Exhale, low lunge, step it through. Inhale, your standing L. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, your chair pose. So here, sink down into your heels and hold. Exhale, chair with airplane arms. Hands come behind you. Squeeze your triceps. Lift up through your pinkies. You can do this. I know you can. Keep squeezing. Deep, big breath in. You can do it. Big breath out. Inhale, rise up. Mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up to mountain pose one more time.
You fooled me.
I did. Inhale, you're gonna, I messed up just a little bit, but we're gonna get it right for the other side. Lift your right leg up high for one leg mountain pose. So I'm gonna face the camera just so they get a different angle. We're going into a figure four. As you sink down, bring your hands to your heart center right here. Keep that foot. We're on carpet, which you might be too if you're doing this at home. Definitely makes the balance a lot more challenging. So you want to really ground down as much as you can at standing leg. Flex the foot that's crossed over your thigh. Try to sink down evenly though. Inhale, rise all the way back up into your one. Ooh, I'm trying to scooch that way. We're gonna come down as you step backwards into a crescent lunge. Bring your hands to your heart center. So you're gonna stay lifted high in the ball of that back toe. Inhale, bring your arms up over your head in a crescent lunge. We're gonna go into warrior two as you exhale. So spin all the way open. It's a little bit sticky here.
Yeah, it's a little sticky. That's okay though. This is real life.
You stay where you are. I'm gonna help kind of peer out a little bit. So your front knee is bent. And I like that Missy's right here. She's a little bit behind her ankle, and that is okay. You just want to keep it from extending forward. Arms are stretched nice and long. Relax the shoulders just a little bit. Great job. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, triangle pose. So we shift forward, releasing down. It's more important here that you use that oblique strength than trying to really reach the ground. So open up, take that back shoulder, roll it down away from your ear. Take one more breath in, and then as you exhale, we're coming to revolve triangle. If you have a water bottle, this is a great place to use it for myself to help get a little bit. Now taking that tough hip, you want to squeeze your inner thighs together to help draw it back in line here. So you're not letting it bump right out. Take one more breath in and one more breath out. As you inhale, bend into your front knee for reverse warrior. Spin all the way back open. High five the back wall. Exhale, low lunge. Cartwheel all the way down. Step back to a high plank. Shift weight to your right palm. We're going to inhale, open up, side plank. And as you exhale, modified side plank. Lower down to your bottom knee. Rise all the way up. We're going to take a nice stretch here. Gate pose stretch. Just breathe here. One more inhale. Then exhale, release all the way down. Coming back to a plank, bring both legs to touch. Lower yourself all the way down onto your mat. Untuck your toes. For bound lotus, take a bind behind your back. Inhale, raise your chest and your legs. And then exhale, release all the way down. Inhale, upward facing dog, thighs off the mat. Exhale, downward facing dog. We have to do the whole other side, Missy.
All right.
I know. Inhale, lift the left leg up high for that scorpion dog. Exhale, low lunge, stepping it all the way through. I don't know, I hope I remember everything on this side again. Inhale, standing L. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Sink down, rise up. Exhale, we come in that chair with the airplane arms. So squeeze behind. This is where I kind of didn't get it right before. So inhale, one leg mountain pose. This is where I made us do a little extra last time. As we exhale, we're coming to that figure four. So flex the foot, hands to the heart center. Then begin to come and sit your hips back and down, keeping the chest nice and lifted. Inhale, rising back up to your one leg mountain pose. Exhale, we step back to crescent lunge with the hands at our heart center, nice and lightly. Inhale, lift the arms back up for crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. So maybe you have to reposition the feet just a little bit, maybe make them a little wider. Relax the shoulders down, send your gaze forward. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Exhale, triangle pose. Bump the hips back, shift forward. Arms extend really long. Open up through your chest. Squeeze your inner thighs together a lot. At the same time, your feet are pressing away. So they're kind of countering each other. Pressing and squeezing. You've got this. One more breath in. Then exhale, revolve triangle. Again, I like to use my water bottle to help me reach the mat down. But again, laying the hips, not bump out too much. There you go, squeezing, breathing. Don't forget to breathe. One more breath in. One more breath out. Inhale, bend the front knee. Reverse warrior. Exhale, low lunge. Cartwheel down, step back to your high plank. Shift weight to your left palm this time. Inhale, side plank. Exhale, lower down to your bottom knee. Modified side plank. I'm gonna keep my voice this way as you take that gate pose side stretch. You don't wanna talk to the back wall.
Yeah.
Then gently lower yourself down, come back to your high plank. Step your legs together, lower yourself all the way down to the mat, untuck your toes, bound lotus. Inhale, lift the arms and the chest. Exhale, lower down, plant your hands by your chest, lift yourself all the way up, peel your chest, thighs off the mat, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take a big breath in. And open mouth, exhale, release it all out. Let's do that one more time. Big breath in and big breath out. Reconnect back to your breath here. Inhale, raise your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step it all the way through. Inhale, rise up for just crescent lunge. So really think about squeezing through the inner thighs a lot. Try to drop the tailbone down. So you gotta really think about the lower set of ribs hugging in, dropping the tailbone. Then exhale, draw your hands to your heart center, revolved crescent lunge, hinge forward. Then take the elbow to the outside corner of your thigh. Begin to twist through your upper back. You can always lower down to your back knee and focus more on the twist. We're just gonna be here for a moment. Take one more breath in. One more breath out. As you inhale, send more weight to your front foot. We're going to walk right into a prayer twist. Step your legs together. Come into prayer twist. One breath here. Then exhale, release, forward fold. For gorilla pose, step your feet out wide. You're going to take your palms, slide them right underneath your toes. Maybe you bend your knees. Let your head hang heavy. Just breathe here. Release your hands, toe heel your feet back to touch. Inhale, halfway lift, reset. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, mountain pose. Exhale, draw your hands to your heart center. For hot tree, you can take hot tree or maybe regular tree pose. We're going to take our right foot. We're just going to grab the ankle, bring it to the inside of the thigh, and allow the hip to open, the knee drops down. You can stay right here. If you'd like a little bit more, you can take toe stand. To do that, you begin to hinge forward. Allow your hands to come down to the mat. You can stay here or come up onto your toe and begin to drop your hips down onto your toe. Now, I can't quite yet balance here or bring both my hands up, but slowly I might use my water bottle here and take one hand and bring it to my heart. From here, we're going to place, you're so close, that's all right, we're going to place our hands on the mat, and if you're in hot tree or you're in toe stand, we're going to come right back up to standing. Bring your hands to our heart center. You've got this.
I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Releasing the foot down to the mat.
Wobbling is good.
Release your foot down. Inhale back to your mountain pose. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we're going to step the right leg back for a low lunge. Inhale, up to star pose. Exhale, sink down to horse just for a moment. Maybe rock side to side after that. Kind of feels a little nice. Inhale, back up to star. And exhale, take a wide leg forward fold. So reposition your toes. Hinge all the way forward. I'm going to go this way so we're not bumping each other. From here, if you'd like to take a little bit of an inversion, you can do that. Or maybe you just want to work your hands from side to side, reaching, but making sure you breathe. Take one more breath in, keeping more weight in your toes. One more breath out. Inhale, rise up halfway. Then exhale, come to the top of your mat in a low lunge. For lizard or runner's lunge, toe heel your front toe to the top of the mat, then release your back leg down onto your mat. You can stay right here, or if you want more, you can begin to come down onto your forearms, relax your head down. Just breathe here. You can always come down on a nice edge of your foot, or you can stay in a more active or runner's lunge or lizard lunge by lifting your back leg off the mat. Taking here what feels best in your body. Take one more inhale. Then as you exhale, come back up onto your palms. Untuck your back toe. Then bring your legs to touch in a high plank. Then we meet back, downward facing dog. We need to do the other side. Inhale, lift the left leg up high. Exhale, low lunge. Step it all the way through. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, draw your hands to your heart center. Revolve crescent lunge. We're going to bring the elbow to the outside of our thigh. Pressing the palms together a lot. Push a lot through your back toe as you lift your hamstring up to the ceiling. One more breath in. One more breath out. Send weight into the top foot. We're stepping the legs up. Prayer twist. Great job, Missy.
Thanks.
One more inhale. Exhale, release. Forward fold. We're just going to stay here in a ragdoll forward fold. Breathing in, maybe a slight bend in the knees. You can always take a bind behind your back. One more inhale. Then as we exhale, release the palms onto the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, reset. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, mountain pose. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center for hot tree on the other side. Take that foot. Woo! One side, I think that other side was my side that was like, yeah, this side's like, I don't want to balance for you. So I'm just going to stay here in my hot tree. And maybe one side feels a little different than the other side. But think about really opening up through that hip, grounding down in that standing leg. Great job, Missy. Well, if you're there, then we're going to all meet back in hot tree. Then slowly release your foot down onto the mat. Inhale, back up to mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the left leg back for your low lunge. Inhale, up to star pose. Exhale, let's take a horse pose one more time and rock from side to side. That feels nice after that tree pose. Inhale, back up to star. And exhale, wide leg forward fold. So reposition your toes to the side of your mat. Hinge forward. So more weight in your toes than your heels, so you're not hinging back. You want to lean forward. If you want to take a little headstand here, you can. So if you do that, you want to lift up through your toes. And if you do that, you want to do it nice, slowly, and with control. Wherever you are, we'll meet back in halfway lift. And exhale, take a low lunge at the top of your mat for that lizard or runner's lunge. Again, you want to toe heel that front toe to the top of your mat. You can stay here in an active runner's or lizard lunge, or begin to lower your back leg down. You can stay here, or you can come down onto your forearms, let your head rest. Just make sure you're breathing. Take one more breath in, and as you exhale, if you're on your hands or palms, come back up, untuck the back toe. Bring your legs together to touch in a high plank. Then we meet downward facing dog. Look to the top of your mat as you inhale, then exhale, travel to the top of your mat and have a seat here. Bring your legs out long in front of you, and we're just gonna lower ourselves down one vertebrae at a time. Using your core strength, then pressing your feet onto the mat as we move into bridge pose. So lightly let your fingertips graze the back of your heels.
Face this way.
Oh, good idea. Good idea.
Yeah.
So bridge pose. We're going to take a breath in to prepare and a breath out. Then inhale for bridge pose. Your neck stays on the mat. Begin to slowly lift your hips off the mat. Begin to shimmy your shoulders underneath you. Maybe take a bind underneath. Pressing your feet into the mat, pushing your shins away from you. Lifting your hips up. Breath in, breath out. Slowly lower yourself back down onto the mat. Bring your feet to touch, your knees out wide. For Supta Baddha Konasana, one hand to your belly, one to your heart. Just slowly close your eyes here for a moment. From here, bring your hands by your thighs, close your knees like a book. We're just going to take a gentle supine twist over to the left. So just drop your knees over to the left. Your hands in your neck can look the opposite direction. And then from here, rolling over onto your left shoulder, we're going to go into what I call a floor dancer. So you're just going to roll over onto your left side. Your top hand can be wherever you want. You're just going to kick your right foot into your glute. It's kind of a quad stretch, but you can then also begin to kick your foot into your hand just like you would in standing dancer. And just allow yourself to kick as much as comfortable. And then release. And just roll back on your back. We're going to take that supine twist on the other side. Just drop your knees over to the right. You can send your gaze over to the left. Hi. I know. We're so lucky. And then just roll over onto your right shoulder. This time we're going to take that dancer over on the other side.
It's a tricky balance.
One side is easier than the other. Then roll back onto your back.
I'm just wobbling all
All
over.
right, come on back.
Okay.
And then just sit up again. And just going to take the right leg here and just place it over, kind of like we did in that figure 4. And you can stay right here and just fold forward. If you want a little bit more, you can begin to bring this foot up a little bit just to get into that glute a little bit more. And just kind of working in here as much as you feel comfortable. And just releasing that leg here, placing this foot to the inside of that thigh. We're just going to take a forward fold stretch right here. And rising back up, we're just going to do that on the other side. So first we're just going to go into that figure 4. And again, you can stay right here, but if you want a little bit more, slowly begin to bend the opposite knee, just reaching through, just allowing your chest to fold forward over it. And then just allowing it to release down, bring the foot to the inside of your thigh. Lift your arms up. We're just going to take a nice forward bend here. Rising back up here. And just bring your hands, your feet together. Just resting your palms on your knees for a moment. And just allowing yourself to think about your practice and how you felt today. If you want to add on any stretches that maybe we didn't add here, maybe you want to bring legs up the wall, take a little bit extra stretch there, or whatever you want to do, maybe a happy baby. You can add anything you want on into that. I hope you enjoyed what we did today. It was certainly our pleasure to do this Vinyasa flow with you. I know myself and Missy, it brings us so much joy. We hope that we can continue. And if you have any requests, please send them to us. You can send us messages anytime. We'll be happy to do that for you. Bring your hands first to your heart center. And we just like to take this moment in gratitude that our bodies allow us to move in this practice. And then we'll bring our thumbs up to our third eye, the space right in between our eyebrows, the seat of our intuition. Both myself and Missy honor you and each other. And we bow and we say namaste.
Namaste.